From Mexico to Honduras to Zanzibar, men harvest the sea using compressed air, though they barely understand the forces at work on their bodies. They simply know the more time they spend underwater, the more money they make, regardless of the risk. In the process of diving for lobster, conch, or sea cucumbers to export to other countries for food, or claiming black coral for jewelry, they have depleted local fisheries. It's not uncommon for harvesting divers to be stricken with decompression sickness, known as the bends. This can lead to paralysis or death. Under the best circumstances, divers are treated in a hyperbaric chamber and recover much of their function and mobility, returning home to dive again. Best cases are rare, though, leaving many men permanently disabled. No one knows how many harvesting divers around the world have suffered this fate. The Association of Handicapped Mosquito Lobster Divers in La Mosquitia, Honduras, has recorded more than 2,000 divers from that country alone living with some level of disability. Billy is a good example of the problem in Honduras. When he arrived at the hyperbaric chamber, he was 27 and had been diving for 5 years. He was paralyzed from the middle of his chest down and was unable to urinate on his own. After cleaning him up, the chamber crew carried Eddie into the chamber for his first treatment. The standard treatment for anyone with the bends involves breathing 100% oxygen in the chamber at 60 feet of pressure. Being treated for the bends is as foreign to these divers as the diving itself. They live in small villages between the sea and the rainforest. These villages are often only accessible by boat with no electricity or running water. Homes themselves are built on stilts to protect from floods. The devastation caused by their disabilities destroys lives and families for these divers once they return home. When these divers do live through their injuries, their quality of life is compromised as there is no means for them to work and support themselves. They can't get around to work or play with and teach their children. Most of the time, these physical disabilities are a death sentence for harvesting divers. Even if diving for lobster stopped tomorrow, disabled divers are left with nothing to do and no way to provide for their families. Divers Alert Network, through its mission-focused medicine, research, and education departments, is working to find ways to help these divers dive more safely and improve their care when they get injured. By interviewing harvesting divers and studying their dive profiles, we will gain a better understanding of their dive practices. Dan's staff also offers training and lectures for the divers to help them provide care for each other when a diver is injured. Through the Recompression Chamber Assistance Program, Dan is supporting local hyperbaric chambers with additional training and equipment. This ensures the best care available while readying these chambers to treat sport divers as well. Through this effort, Dan hopes to improve the quality of life for harvesting divers while gaining knowledge to make diving safer for everyone.